Alright, fellas and fellettes, it's been a long time since you've seen this thing, and that's because of that thing. I quit working on the ute a while back because I actually wrecked it into a tree. I came out of my house one day, I got less than a quarter of a mile down the road, and there was a huge tree all the way across the road. Slammed on the brakes, locked them all up, slid right into it. Honestly, did not do much damage to the car. A little bump on the bumper. That's why they call them a bumper, right? But otherwise, it came out pretty well unscathed. However, well, it hurt my back. I'm old, and I don't like taking slams, and I try to avoid that as much as possible. And yeah, it sucked. So I bought this 94 Jeep Grand Cherokee V8 all-wheel drive. Runs and drives good. It's pretty fun. It's only the second Jeep I've ever owned. I'm normally not a huge fan of Jeeps, but it's not really like, you know, it's not a Wrangler. It's a mommy wagon. But I really like the all-wheel drive V8 package. It's got working ABS, so hopefully it can help me avoid having any more unfortunate mishaps. However, because I bought this thing, pretty much, you can tell I stole the roof rack and the light bar from the ute. I put these wheels and tires on it. And yeah, I've just been kind of tinkering on it for a while. And because of that, this poor girl has just been, well, she's been neglected. I haven't done anything with her at all. I actually loaned her out to some random people for like a month, and they drove it around. Thought it was hilarious. It's cold here. That's ice. If you don't know what that is, it's ice. That's because last night it was freezing. I live on a mountain. It's really cold here. It's also windy, so if you're getting a bunch of wind noise, I do apologize for that. Also, side note, I don't really like red cars. Red is probably my least favorite color. But these just happen to both be red. I don't know why. I actually think I'm gonna sell the Jeep. As much as I like it, I think I'm going to replace it with something else that maybe gets a little bit better fuel economy, because it is eating me alive on gas. You might remember that I got a job. I work full-time now, and that makes it rather difficult to just spend all day working on cars. I pretty much can't. I almost never even get a chance to work on cars anymore. But it's the weekend. It's actually the day after New Year's. I have the day off because of the holiday. So I'm going to tinker on the ute just a little bit. I drove it the other day for the first time in over a month, and I really enjoyed it. I forgot how much I enjoy this car. It's really fun to drive. And so I decided, alright, well, I need to work on this thing. And honestly, the one thing that I really need to do that I have been absolutely just neglecting is I'd really like to clean up these C-pillars. Everyone asks me, why? 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 The answer is that when I cut the roof off, I left a bunch of extra material so that I could one day come in here and kind of clean it up the way I wanted to. As you know, you don't want to cut off too much material, so I left a bunch of extra material just so I'd have lots to work with when the day came. Unfortunately, that day has not come in months, and I've been driving around like this, and everyone who sees pictures of the car is like, oh, it's cool, but those C-pillars, ooh, the C-pillars, why didn't dude cut off the C-pillars? Look, guys, it's always been the plan to cut off the C-pillars. I just had to get time. There's this old saying that you can have money and no time, or time and no money. And for the longest time, for months, a year, more than a year, I was unemployed. I had all the time in the world, but I didn't have any money. It sucks not having money. It's so hard to work on cars. Do you know how hard it is to complete a project car when you don't have any budget? Good luck with that. Well, now that I work, I'm finally getting to a point where I'm kind of caught up on some of my debts, and I have a little bit of disposable income again. Not a lot, but a little bit. I can afford to spend some money here and there. And the issue now is that I just don't have much time. I get weekends off. Most of the time it is freezing up on this mountain. I also don't have a lot of space. You'll notice that there's no garage here. There's no carport. I'm just out in the weather, and I actually have to drag my stuff from a room over there all the way out here to the curb to work on cars, and then put the stuff all back away when I'm done, so it's kind of a hassle. It is a temporary solution. I am looking for a better solution, but as of right now, this is what I've got to work with, and it just is what it is. So without any more chatter, I'm gonna go ahead and get to work, and I'm just gonna start hacking away at some of this metal and see if I can make the C-pillars look a little bit better. I hope you guys are happy. And I'm going to try to make more videos in the future. I know I've been slacking. Like I said, I don't have a lot of time, but I do have some time, and I want to make sure that I keep on top of this. I want to keep making videos and show you guys what's going on. I do have one other big surprise for the Ute that I just put in the order for yesterday, and that's coming in the mail. It should be here in like 10 days, and I am super excited. It's something that I've never done for any vehicle before. I've always talked about it. Every time I don't do it, I always regret it, so I'm really excited to reveal that, but that's gonna have to be the next video. So I hope you guys enjoy. Okay. Well, now that looks better. Is it absolutely perfect? No. Look at the rest of the car. Obviously, it's not like body worked. It's a Ute. It's a chopped up Civic. It's never gonna be a Smith kit. My goal with these cars is never to make them pretty or perfect. Show car. No Bondo ever goes on any of my projects. I think that will probably be a rule forever. If I ever use body filler, call me out, tell me to go back to this video and point this out. But I'm saying right now, I will probably never, ever use body filler on any car I ever build. I like welds, I like steel. One of my favorite hashtags on Instagram is hashtag steel is real. This car is real. It's really used, it's really beat. This is my goal for the car. Now, I'm gonna hit this with some paint. A little spray paint will make that just right. I gotta do the other side, but I'm probably gonna turn the camera off for that because you just watched me do this side, so the other side is gonna be the same. Sheet metal is a little different, so I had to cut things a little different. Using that piece of angle iron there as a dolly to try to get a nice flat edge. They are not perfectly symmetrical, but again, if you're looking for perfection, I don't know, probably check out a different channel because it's not really what I do here. But it looks better than it did, I think. At least they're not protruding out like crazy. I still want to do some tidying up. Honestly, I haven't really done any work to the inside of the bed. It's still just like some of this out of the way here. Still just a Civic in the bed, and yeah, I'd like to change that. I'd like to fill in all these holes here and here, and I just made this one here, and eventually I want to the tailgate is held in by a ratchet strap right now, so it doesn't like fold or move or anything. It's just sitting there, but it looks all right from the outside. I have a set of hinges that I bought ages ago. Let's see if I can find them. Yeah, here they are. I got this hinge. It's like a nice metal hinge with a bushing, and I got a couple of these that I'm gonna use to weld at the bottom here so that the tailgate can hinge open. And on my old Ute, that was always one of everybody's favorite features, is that the tailgate opened, and they just thought that was one of the funniest things, that it had like a working tailgate. And that's always been my plan for this one as well. I just haven't got around to it. Like I said, I've been really pressed for time lately, but I think I'm gonna start working on this thing a little more here and just messing around. You'll notice it's on mismatched wheels right now, because when I was in my accident, I ruined one of the stock wheels. And I've had these are Diamond Racing 15x8 Steelies. I've had those. I have a set of 4 of them. but they're on stretch tires. They're not the greatest for the winter time. So you're gonna have to do something about that. But yeah, the bed section is looking a lot better. I still have a few other things to tidy up. It really needs another coat of rattle can. The paint that I put on it, the first go around, has really suffered from the winter time. And you know, while I'm at it, I guess I should mention that the engine has a little bit of a rattle. It didn't used to be there. I left it parked on a hill for quite a while, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. I had it parked at a really steep hill, and when I first fired it up after that, it was rattling really bad. I was like, whoa, what? It's never made an engine noise before. What is that? It quieted down when it got some oil pressure and I got it on level ground, and you know, it's been driven quite a bit since then, like 1,000 miles since then, so it doesn't seem like it's gonna just blow up anytime soon. But something happened, maybe started it for oil a little bit on that fire up, and it doesn't seem to be quite as happy as it used to be. So there's a chance I might be putting a motor in this thing eventually. But you know, is what it is. That's just car guy life, I guess. These things happen. What can you do? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little short video about cleaning up the C-pillars, and I hope you'll tune in for some of the other things that I have planned. You can get more information about what's going on my Instagram, adventure_vehiculist. Sometimes I post things there a little sooner than on YouTube. YouTube is sort of a tedious process to post things on. But yeah, that's it for today, guys, and tune in next time.